Beltway. Due east from the monuments of Washington, D.C., we are counting down a kickoff here just outside our nation's capital. Riley Patterson is the kicker, and he's got it on the tee. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over at 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He's got room to run right at the start. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game. And, man, you can see why.
On play action, Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Blue striker. Green jack. Set.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That one on target to Watson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Packers.
Red cycle. Come on, set. Ready, ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Set. Ready.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it and able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Yellow. Set, cut.
On 2nd down, Love. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find...
And he's into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Makes the score Packers 7, Commanders
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On the jump.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Tag.
First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. And it's going to be a Commanders first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
Years ago, people would have thought you were crazy to go for 4th down on your side of the field. But that's not the case anymore. We're seeing it more and more often play out across the league. In this case, not a bad job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball, but he's able to find some space with his legs, and he's able to pick up the conversion. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was
You're not supposed to throw picks.
He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And the defense all over this.
All right, so it's a game. He dropped the pick now.
As a loss of 2. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Packers on top. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now Daniels. And that is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready?
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
Ready up.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cut, cut.
Running from the pistol, it's Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
That was some good downhill running to get her about 6 yards and set up a much more manageable third down.
Ready. Heel blue. Claws red. Cut.
Here's Love to throw. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
Ready, set. Down, set, go. Set, go.
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
Okay, right.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
We'll go play action with Love. That's hauled in at the 2.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ready.
Now here's second and goal.
Ready.
That's caught by Dillon. And he'll take it on in. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, Packers. On is Joseph for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0.
Commanders, nothing. Greg Joseph to kick off for the Packers.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Come on, set.
On play action, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
70 Ranger. Buffalo 18.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And
Playing
this is going to be
inside.
incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They convert in style. Huge play on fourth and long. They'll go play action here with Daniels.
What's the pick?
Deep for the back of the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the
Now I got a
defender's
pick.
positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Finding room at the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. That one flips the field. Big chunk play as he goes out of bounds. A huge play just before the half to gain of 43 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Hut, hut.
Throwing is Love. This one out to Watson.
I ain't just get down here in 10
And
seconds.
the field goal unit. This a 44-yard attempt. And he misses it. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
Okay, break.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Got it. Ready? Down. Ready.
Here's Eckler. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Stephanie.
3rd and 6.
To throw is Daniels. That's taken in by Dotson. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 67 yards.
Hawk 70. Hawk 7. Set it. Ready.
They run this straight ahead with Eckler. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Ready, ready. Hut.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. To the outside, into the hands of McClure.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this.
Come on, man.
Power his way
Now you said it's a
into the
game.
end zone.
Ain't even that.
Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Let's go now. Go.
Here's Daniels. That'll be caught. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Set, hut. 22 needle. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards. Second and 11.
Black shot.
The man in motion is Watson.
Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And this one is hauled in. What a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
Let's go. Hut, go.
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. He is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Man, that was not no penalty.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Ready. Hut.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Now here's another ball that's
Ooh, one-hander.
picked off by the rookie out of Texas A&M. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky.
Over the top. He's got it. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Come on, set.
The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
That's the end of the third quarter.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
On the give, it's Eckler. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Maverick, 6, here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Dan, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
7 Pirates, ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Set.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And the Packers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Commanders come up.
Man, what game is this?
Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards, except they lose the ball. And the
How do this
defense will
man
take over.
sprint
Mike,
past the
exactly
football?
right. That is what happened
This
here.
child
That's
is
just
crazy.
a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just
Here we go.
secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
Hold set.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Second and goal.
Go.
Throwing is Daniel. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. John Dodson was the intended receiver there. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Let go.
3rd and goal. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time.
Ready, ready.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, and for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Oh, big hole, left side. Inside the 40. What a stunning turn of events. Greg, looks like they're going in for the score. Instead, they bring it back the other way for the pick 6.
Yeah, I mean, how fast the tables can turn in the NFL, Mike. I mean, 1 minute, as you said, you're rolling the dice, thinking you got a chance to go and get 6. Next thing you know, you're watching the other team take it all the way the other way for a touchdown.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Get it.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 32 yards.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Right side, catch made by McLaurin.
17 more yards.
Go! On 1st down, Daniels. That's to McLaurin. They connect again. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2.
Mustang 19.
To the air again is Daniels. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. Later in the 4th quarter, take it to me, and just putting an end to it. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. A short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Now Love getting the Packers set for this two-point try. Dobbs headed in motion. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
Greg Joseph to kick off for the Packers.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line.
Come on, set.
Here we go. One final play. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So, it's a
GG.
win for the visiting Packers. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. It was anything but. Points came early and often, and they cruised to an easy victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.